All music use check description.
Then now
Welcome to Monday Night Raw. We are live tonight, and what happened at the Royal Rumble has changed the landscape of WWE forever.
Changed it, Michael. It detonated it. Titles shifted, alliances fractured, and the road to WrestleMania London officially began.
Last night, the Royal Rumble delivered chaos from top to bottom. DX lost the World Tag Team Championships in a brutal TLC match as the Young Bucks backed by Bullet Club walked out not only champions, but with the Money in the Bank briefcase now firmly in Bullet Club control.
And let's not forget the Women's Royal Rumble. Charlotte Flair outlasted 29 other competitors, eliminating Rhea Ripley to punch her ticket to WrestleMania.
In the Undisputed World Championship Hell in a Cell match, Kevin Owens survived Will Ospreay and Gunther in one of the most punishing matches we've ever witnessed, pinning Gunther after taking Ospreay out of the equation.
And then, the main event. Roman Reigns returned at number 30 and did what Roman Reigns does. He won the Royal Rumble, but not before war erupted inside that ring. Kenny Omega, Okada, Triple H, The Rock, Andy Reid's shocking return. That wasn't just a match, that was a declaration.
And tonight, Raw begins dealing with the fallout.
Because tonight on Raw, the action does not slow down. Opening the night, a fatal four-way for the WWE International Championship. Kairi Sane defends against Roxanne Perez, Alexa Bliss, and a mystery opponent revealed tonight. And Shawn Michaels goes one-on-one with the returning Jimmy Uso.
Jervin Evans, accompanied by the Intercontinental Champion Ilja Dragunov, takes on the Vision's own Braun Breaker with Bronson Reed at his side, the new World Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. The Young Bucks defend their dominance against Gorillas of Destiny, and in our main event, Triple H challenges Dominik Mysterio for the Light Heavyweight World Championship.
Royal Rumble was the spark. Tonight on Raw we find out who survives the fire.
Raw Episode 6 starts right now.
For a long time, this division fought just to be seen, fought for minutes, fought for respect, and somehow the champions were the ones fighting the hardest. This 2 nights ago, that changed, not because I asked for it, because I earned it. 2 nights ago at the Royal Rumble, I didn't just defend this championship honor. I walked into a champion versus champion match against Nia Jax. Nia, you stood right here and said I was the easy route. You said choosing me was the smart decision. And then I pinned your shoulders to the mat. 1, 2, 3. So let me ask you something. Nia, who's really the easy route? This championship doesn't survive on reputation. It survives on work, on accountability, on champions who show up and defend what they claim to lead. And now, the entire world is watching again. Charlotte Flair, you won the Royal Rumble. Congratulations. You've earned the right to choose your path to WrestleMania. But understand this. If you choose this championship, if you choose me, you're not walking into another WrestleMania moment. No, you're walking into a war. I'm not the easy route. I'm the root that exposes you.
Glamour is forever.
Right. Wow, listen to this place. Thunder Rosa standing tall, talking about respect, talking about wars, talking about WrestleMania. And yet, somehow, you're already looking past the one woman standing right in front of you. Let me remind you who you're talking to. Royal Rumble. My first match on the main roster. Not a warm-up, not a tryout. The Royal Rumble. And I didn't just survive. I made it to the final 3. So, while everyone else was introducing themselves, I was proving I already belong. You're out here worrying about Charlotte Flair. You're out here talking about WrestleMania, Thunder. You shouldn't be worried about Charlotte. Because you're not making it to WrestleMania as champion. I'm next in line, not because management says so. Not because the division needs a story. Because I took the spotlight the moment I stepped into this ring. You fight for respect. I walk in and take it. Enjoy the speeches while you can, champ. Because this title, it's on borrowed time.
Thunder Rosa just snapped. She warned her this wasn't about words anymore.
Mariah May walked into her first main roster match and made the final 3 at the Royal Rumble. And she came out here believing she already runs this division. That's dangerous confidence. And Thunder Rosa just answered it the only way she knows how.
Rosa said she's done waiting for respect, and if this is the Thunder Rosa we're getting week after week, that Women's Light Heavyweight Championship is going to be defended with violence.
And make no mistake, Mariah May wanted the champion's attention. She got it.
Still to come tonight, the fallout from the Royal Rumble continues, titles on the line. Rivalries igniting roles on after this.
Man, this don't sit right with me. I ain't heard from Roman, I ain't heard from Jay, I ain't heard from Solo, and now all of a sudden you to show up talking about rebuilding like none of that matters.
Big Jim, I didn't say everything was fixed. I said everything was moving.
The tribal chief doesn't just move, he decides.
You're right. And he hasn't said yes yet.
Then why am I even listening?
Because when Roman does speak, you don't want to be the one standing on the wrong side of it.
So that's it? I'm just supposed to trust this?
I'm not asking you to trust the whole picture. I'm asking you to trust me. Roman isn't fully on board yet, but he will come around, and when he does, he's gonna want his family ready.
You keep saying family, but this don't feel like the bloodline I remember.
That bloodline almost tore itself apart. This one's built to last. One more thing. Roman did have something to say.
Yeah.
He said, be careful tonight.
Careful of what?
Of Shawn Michaels.
Tonight's just the beginning.
All right.
He'll see the vision.
The following contest is a fatal four-way match and is for the WWE Women's International Championship.
Rise up before we all fall down. Rise up tonight. Rise up.
The evil is mine. Welcome to my playground. It'll be fun. I promise.
The evil is mine, the darkness of mine. Damn into my black eyes, mutant in minds. I am the night, eliminate on the light. The evil is mine.
What do you want with little evil me?
Watch me.
History collides to kick off Raw tonight. Kairi Sane stands in the center of a storm she created herself. Kairi Sane took this championship from Roxanne Perez just 2 weeks ago. And instead of hiding behind it, she threw the doors wide open.
Former champion Alexa Bliss, the woman Roxanne dethroned. And let's not forget the wild card in this match, Liv Morgan. We haven't seen her on Raw all season, until tonight's ago at the Royal Rumble.
Liv Morgan answered an open challenge tonight. No warm-up matches. No easing back in. Her first Raw match of the season. And she throws herself into a fatal four-way for a championship gold. That tells you everything you need to know about Liv Morgan. She doesn't wait her turn. She forces the moment.
This is the danger of a fatal four-way. No alliances last, and no champion is ever safe. Look at this. Bliss and Roxanne don't trust each other. But they both know one thing. Kairi Sane is the target.
Kairi Sane is not backing down. She's meeting pressure with pressure. Liv Morgan is wrestling with something to prove here. She didn't lose this title. She didn't even get a chance to chase it. Royal Rumble returns don't mean much if you disappear again. Liv knows that tonight is about being seen.
Every time Liv throws herself into danger, you can feel the urgency. She's trying to remind this division she still belongs.
Alexa Bliss knows exactly how to survive matches like this. She was champion at the start of the season for a reason. She lost that title at Uncensored. And you can tell she believes this is her road back. There's no love lost between Bliss and Perez. Roxanne didn't just take Alexa's championship. She took her spot.
Alexa Bliss has experience. Liv Morgan has hunger. That's a dangerous collision. Liv hasn't faced Kairi Sane in this role before. Champion versus returning challenger. This is desperation from Roxanne Perez. She held this championship, she lost it, and she has not been the same since. She didn't just lose a title, she lost momentum.
Roxanne is trying to escape with the championship any way she can. Pride is a dangerous thing in a match like this. This is the difference. Kairi Sane doesn't panic. She adapts. She asked for this. She invited this chaos, and now she's surviving it. The margins are razor thin when four women are chasing one prize. All four women are exhausted. No one is fully in control.
This isn't about dominance anymore. It's about survival.
Kairi Sane survives her first defense, and that's the key word, survives.
She didn't run from challengers, she didn't pick the easy road. She walked into a fatal four-way and walked out still champion.
But make no mistake, Alexa Bliss is still dangerous. Roxanne Perez is more desperate than ever, and this division is only getting hotter. Kairi Sane may be the champion, but she has painted a massive target on her back.
Liv Morgan didn't win tonight, but she just reintroduced herself to the Raw Women's division. You don't walk into a fatal four-way championship match on night one and survive unless you belong.
Thunder, I'm not here to lecture you, What happened out there was intense, but let's be clear, you didn't cross a line. You made a statement.
Good, because for weeks I've been fighting for this division to matter. More time, more respect, more eyes on this championship. Mariah May didn't interrupt me because she was bored. She did it because she knows this title means something now.
And she made her case. Final 3 in her first Royal Rumble. First night on Raw, and she already has momentum.
Exactly. She's next. I'm not ducking that. But I'm not going to stand there and let anyone talk like this championship is fragile. I handle the threat.
Looks like handling threats is the theme tonight.
Funny thing about targets, darling. Once you earn respect, everyone wants a turn.
I had a feeling this conversation wasn't staying private.
Relax, we're not here to cut lines. Mariah earned her shot. No argument there. But let's not act like the Royal Rumble didn't tell another story too.
Final 3. Iron Woman. Longest performance in the entire match. That wasn't about stealing the spotlight. That was about proving endurance.
And I respect that. Both of you. But respect doesn't scare me.
It shouldn't. Just understand this. Mariah is the future, sure, but the present is crowded and dangerous.
That's exactly the point. Mariah May has a claim. That hasn't changed. But this division doesn't slow down for anyone not champions, not challengers.
Good. Because I didn't fight this hard to make this title relevant just to protect them. I fought to defend it.
She's wearing that pressure well.
For now.
I think I'm cute. I know I'm sexy. I've got the look. The drive's so good and wild. I've got the move. That really move. I said chill. Up and down that spine. I'm just a sexy boy. I'm not your boy toy. I'm just a sexy boy. I'm not your boy toy.
This match feels different tonight. Shawn Michaels isn't just stepping into a ring. He's stepping into a storm.
And Jimmy Uso isn't just representing himself. Whether he admits it or not, he's carrying the weight of the bloodline, the questions around it, and the shadow of The Rock looming over everything.
We heard it earlier. Jimmy hasn't spoken to Roman, hasn't heard from Jay, hasn't heard from Solo. That uncertainty shows up when the bell rings.
Meanwhile, Shawn Michaels looks calm, maybe too calm. This is a man who's been in wars where the whole world was against him and survived.
HBK isn't rushing. He's reading Jimmy, forcing him to think instead of react.
And that's dangerous for Jimmy Uso right now. When your loyalty is being questioned, hesitation creeps in.
Jimmy's wrestling angry tonight. He's wrestling like someone trying to prove something. Maybe to The Rock, maybe to Roman, maybe to himself. Shawn Michaels has always said, pressure reveals character. This ring is doing exactly that.
This is the Jimmy Uso we've seen dominate tag team wrestling for years. Explosive, instinctive. But this is singles competition. There's no safety net, no Jay, no Solo, no bloodline watching his back. Jimmy's pressing now. He knows this win matters.
Win or lose, this match is revealing cracks. Jimmy Uso is powerful, talented, dangerous, but he's not aligned right now. And Shawn Michaels, he's exactly where he's comfortable. Standing against a wall. This isn't about flash. This is about pride.
And about where Jimmy Uso stands when the bloodline starts asking hard questions.
And those questions are coming fast. Jimmy doesn't have answers yet. Not from Roman, not from Jay, not from Solo. And The Rock is watching everything. You can see it on his face. Jimmy Uso isn't doubting his ability. He's doubting his place.
That's what makes this dangerous. Shawn Michaels knows exactly who he is. Jimmy Uso is still trying to figure out who he's fighting for. Michaels has been here before, when factions collapse, when loyalties fracture, when the whole locker room feels unstable, and he thrives in it. He doesn't need allies tonight. He just needs Jimmy to blink.
Jimmy knows a win here sends a message to Roman, to The Rock, to the entire bloodline.
But forcing moments instead of letting them come. That's how veterans like Shawn Michaels turn momentum. This match has shifted, not because Jimmy isn't capable, but because he's carrying too much. And Shawn Michaels is carrying nothing but confidence.
One mistake now could define Jimmy Uso's path moving forward, and with The Rock rebuilding the bloodline piece by piece, nobody wants to be seen as the weak link. Shawn Michaels just beat Jimmy Uso. And now he's paying for a war he didn't even know he was in yet.
The Rock warned everyone. DX was put on notice, and Roman Reigns just made that warning real.
The bloodline doesn't forget, and it doesn't forgive. Jimmy Uso didn't need to say a word tonight. Roman just answered for him.
One finger in the sky doesn't just mean dominance. It means control. Raw just changed.
And Shawn Michaels just learned something the hard way. The bloodline is being rebuilt, and Roman Reigns is very much still at the center of it. If this is Roman Reigns sending a message, then everyone better start listening.
Dom, I know this isn't ideal timing, but tonight is about momentum. The division is unstable after the Royal Rumble, and stability matters.
Stability? I've been stable. I've defended this title. I've carried this show, and now suddenly I'm supposed to defend against Triple H. DX loses the tag titles last night, and Hunter gets rewarded with a world title shot? That's not stability. That's politics.
Dom.
That's funny, because from where I'm standing, it looks like politics are the only thing that still matter around here.
You got something to say to me, Paige.
Not to you, not yet. I just want to understand why a man who lost everything last night gets a title shot, while the You're Mr. Money in the Bank has to watch from the sidelines.
You want the truth? The Bullet Club dictated the finish the other night. That decision didn't start with me, and it didn't end with me.
So this isn't about rankings or merit. It's about survival.
Exactly. And you're standing in the middle of something a lot bigger than you realize. Enjoy being champion, Dom. Just remember, when the system bends, it always snaps back.
Tonight's main event isn't just a match.
No, it's a warning.
He didn't waste time.
No, he didn't. We knew this was coming.
Yeah. We jumped him, blindsided him, put him on the shelf at Uncensored. This is payback.
And that wasn't a message. That was a promise.
The Rock dead warned us.
Yeah, and we laughed. Hunter, I'm not clearing tonight. I won't be in your corner.
Then, tonight's on me.
Romang's not done. Not with me. Not with you. Not with DX.
Neither am I, Shawn.
Just don't underestimate how personal this just became.
I won't. If Roman's back, then everybody's in danger.
Let me make something very clear. Brock Lesnar is not gone. He is not finished. And when the Beast returns, he's not looking for a fight. He's looking for ownership. Ilja Dragunov. You didn't survive Brock Lesnar. You were spared. And the Intercontinental Championship belongs to Brock Lesnar. It's not a threat. It's a guarantee.
Your boy is bouncy.
This one has been simmering for weeks. Two of the most explosive young forces on Raw. But let's be honest. This was never just about Jevon Evans and Bron Breakker.
No, because standing behind them are two very dangerous variables. Ilja Dragunov and Bronson Reed don't know how to stand quietly in anyone's corner.
Early on, you can feel it. Jevon Evans isn't just fighting Bron Breakker tonight. He's trying to prove he belongs in the same conversation as these monsters.
And Breakker, he doesn't believe in conversations. He believes in domination.
Wait a minute. Ilja Dragunov just reached out and grabbed the foot of Bron Breakker.
And now Bronson Reed is on the apron. This has exploded.
The referee has seen enough. Both Ilja Dragunov and Bronson Reed are being ejected. This just changed everything. No safety nets. No backup. Now it's man-to-man. Listen to this crowd. They know what this means. Jevon Evans and Bron Breakker. Alone. With nothing left to hide behind.
And to Jevon's credit, he didn't blink. He didn't hesitate. He stepped right into the fire. Jevon Evans is showing heart here. He's refusing to be overwhelmed. He's refusing to be bullied. But a heart only takes you so far against someone like Bron Breakker. Breakker is built for moments like this.
You can see it now. Breakker's intensity rising. His confidence growing with every exchange. Jevon is learning in real time what it means to stand across from the fuchsia of this industry.
Evans is digging deep, but Bron Breakker just keeps coming. This is where experience, power, and raw aggression start to separate people.
Look at Jevon Evans right now. Exhausted, hurting, but still standing in front of Bron Breakker. That tells you everything about his mindset.
This is the part of the match where careers change. Cole, either you break, or you prove you belong. Evans is forcing Bron Breakker to dig deeper than he expected tonight. And Breakker doesn't like that. When you push him here, you don't get mistakes, you get violence.
Jevon Evans is throwing everything he has, refusing to be intimidated, refusing to back down. But every time Evans gains momentum, Breakker answers with something heavier, something meaner. You can see it on Bron Breakker's face now. The patience is gone.
This is the moment where Breakker reminds everyone why he's feared on Raw.
Braun Breaker puts Jevon Evans down. That's it. Braun Breaker wins.
Jevon Evans showed courage, resilience, and promise tonight, but Braun Breaker showed why so many believe he's inevitable. And let's not ignore what just happened earlier. Ilja Dragunov and Bronson Reed were removed, but this rivalry is far from over.
Braun Breaker survives the chaos. Jevon Evans earns respect, and the Intercontinental Championship picture just got more dangerous.
An incredible battle here tonight, but the road doesn't slow down. It only gets more dangerous. That's right, Cole, because in just 2 weeks, the stakes rise even higher.
Saturday night main event is coming, and it's already been confirmed. Bronson Reed challenges Ilja Dragunov for the Intercontinental Championship. One of the most physical champions in WWE against one of the most destructive forces in the industry.
2 weeks, no excuses, no escape. Saturday night main event is must-see.
Violence doesn't announce itself. It waits. Ilja Dragunov wears a crown built on pain, and every crown attracts executioners. You don't walk like a man looking for conversation.
I haven't talked to anyone.
That makes two of us.
One match this season. That's all they've seen. But WrestleMania. That's where I'm going.
Then we're walking the same road.
Road's wide enough. For now.
Every empire needs a reckoning.
You tried to bury us. You tried to forget. But sickness spreads. The reckoning begins.
The following contest is a tag team match. Ain't nobody really than Gorilla. Ain't nobody really than Gorilla. I said, ain't nobody really than Gorilla. Ain't nobody really than Gorilla.
Welcome back to Raw. And this is a big one because for the first time this season, the Young Bucks are competing as the new World Heavyweight Tag Team Champions. And look who's standing in their corner, Hangman Adam Page. Bullet Club presence written all over. This match...
But listen to this reaction because across the ring are former OG Bullet Club members, making their first appearance of the season. These are men who helped build the legacy the Bucks now live in.
The Bucks look loose, almost too loose. Nick Jackson posing for the hard cam. Matt talking trash. This doesn't feel like championship urgency.
And that might be a mistake. These OGs aren't here for a nostalgia run, they're here to remind everyone who laid the foundation.
Hangman Page shouting encouragement. But there's a smirk on his face like he expects this to be easy.
Wait a minute, Big Shot connects. Matt Jackson didn't see that coming. These OGs are grounding the pace, slowing the Bucks down, cutting the ring in half.
This is veteran tag wrestling isolating, tagging quick, no wasted motion. And suddenly the Bucks don't look relaxed, they look annoyed. Hangman now barking instructions, he senses this slipping.
That right there tells you everything. These OGs know the Bucks. They've seen every trick, every rhythm, every double team.
Nick, stop screwing around. This isn't a highlight reel. Lock in, get your shit together, and finish this right now.
You can feel the shift right now. That wasn't encouragement from Hangman, that was frustration. The Young Bucks came into this match with gold on their shoulders and history on the other side of the ring. And for the first time tonight, that history is starting to weigh on them.
Gorillas of Destiny aren't strangers to this world. They know Bullet Club, they know chaos, and they know exactly how to exploit arrogance. Look at the Bucks now, no swagger, no smiles. This just became real.
Hangman's watching closely. He knows what this looks like. He's seen this before. You don't survive in this business by taking nights off. And you don't survive Bullet Club bloodlines by underestimating who's standing across from you.
This isn't about championships, it's about respect. And right now, the Bucks are fighting to keep theirs. Momentum has quietly shifted, and that's the most dangerous kind.
The champions are reacting, not dictating. And when the Young Bucks stop controlling the pace, everything changes. Shocker on Monday Night Raw. The World Tag Team Champions just got pinned in a non-title match.
The Young Bucks took this lightly and they just paid for it. Hangman Page looks stunned. The Bucks are arguing with each other heading up the ramp. And those OG Bullet Club members? Standing tall statement made.
This doesn't cost the Bucks their titles, but it absolutely cracks the armor. And you have to wonder, what does this mean for a Bullet Club unity moving forward?
We've got more Raw still to come, don't go anywhere, because up next is the main event.
Rough night.
They don't happen often.
Champions forget themselves sometimes.
Funny thing about championships, they don't care who you used to be.
They just won the Royal Rumble. I'm not worried about surprises.
You should be worried about timing.
Right now, your tribal chief problem is DX. Triple H, old business. You, your little club, that's future business.
That's the difference between us. You plan the road. I choose the moment.
Just make sure, when you choose it, I'm the one standing.
Time to play the game! It's all about the game, and how you play it. All about control, and if you can take it. All about your debt, and if you can pay it. It's all about pay. And who's gonna make it? I am the game, you don't wanna play me. I am.
You have to question the wisdom here. Triple H is walking into a title match after a brutal ambush by the most dangerous man in WWE.
And Dominik Mysterio is doing exactly what a champion should, waiting, letting the damage add up. This isn't the cerebral assassin we're used to seeing. This is survival mode. Dominik doesn't need to rush, every second favors the champion.
Listen to this crowd. Triple H is running on pride right now. This is where champions separate themselves. Enjoy a commentary-free main event, ladies and gentlemen.